What up, witches? I am here. If you've been watching throughout the day, you might have noticed that the start time changed a couple times. The reason for that, and the reason my brain feels like a lump of silly putty between my ears, is that I was working all day on finishing my flat wheel lecture part 4 for my patrons so I could deliver it just under the wire. Just under the wire. I am so grateful for your patience if you're a patron, and grateful for your support above all. But this one, man, right under the fucking wire. It went up right to the dead last minute. This one just kind of took me by surprise, as they sort of all have. I mean, I haven't taught an astrology class in, I don't know, a while. It might be even 10 years or so. Maybe not that long, but hi, Anne. Oh, hi. Yay. Your lesson is there. Yes. But, every time I teach, and anybody that teaches will tell you this, we teach in order to learn. And every time I teach, I learn so much more. But this has taken me in very new directions because of the visual aspect of it. And also because I'm just thinking, what is my way, to just really put out stuff in a progression that I think will give you the best chance. And this one was the aspects, and it kicked my ass because I thought, aspects, throw them out there. There's only a few of them. And what am I going to do to fill it out? Well, when I really started going into what I wanted you to know about the aspects, it went out, it filled up real quick. Anyway, I'm gratified. My brain is silly putty, but I feel satisfied because it's delivered. I promise you it will not be at the dead last minute for April, because I'm going to start right away. The next lesson I'm getting very excited about, because now we're really going to start talking about the planetary energies and putting everything together. So I'm very excited. And tonight, look, I don't even have earrings on. I was scrambling around. So at 6:30, I was just going down to make dinner, and so I changed it to 8, and then it's like, okay, no, wait, I can go a little bit early, back and forth. Then at the last minute, I got to change my leggings because I had my fuzzy ones on today, and take off my socks. And okay, you know how you can have something be like a particular way your entire life, or at least a big chunk of your life, or at least in a short chunk of your life, like very frequent and consistent, and you just don't frickin' see it? Yeah. Well, I was thinking about how every single time I get on to do readings, um, I get so hot, and I'm thinking, oh, it's the lights. Well, my little, I guess so. Let me see something here. I mean, my little ring lights do put out some warmth, and my charcoal certainly puts out some warmth. But the thing that I was missing, and this is the way whether I'm, teaching a class or doing a reading or doing a live stream, because it doesn't really get this way when I'm just shooting a video. Maybe it does, and I don't notice it. I do take my socks off a lot when I'm shooting videos. But I have noticed that, I just get so very hot. And one of the biggest reasons is because I'm connected. It is one of the things that lets me know that I'm kind of hooked in, So here I am pulling up my sleeves. And what did I do before I came here? Made coffee. So I'm going to be drinking hot coffee too. So you may see a puddle of Luna by the time I'm done with this. At any rate, tonight I am playing with the carrot cards. Did my ocean? Oh, my ocean water is all but gone. What do you know? Carrot cards and Astrodice. And I decided to kind of try to simplify things for myself a little bit tonight and do these two things that just work very, very well. But Elle was kind of calling my name, so she's sitting over here just in case she wants me. Baby Joe, hey baby, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm in such a good mood. I mean, when I got up this morning, I was like, oh, I got to work on this. I got to work on this. And it was 6 solid hours today, folks. And I worked on it yesterday as well. At least I had it open all day yesterday, but I would sit down to try to work and I just couldn't get myself moving through the progression of information. And so, today it was just like do or die. And I work very well to deadline. I always have. So, if you need something out of me, give me a deadline and you'll get it by that day. I never miss my deadline. And I try never to miss my deadlines. Okay. So, yeah, it is the energy that I put out. And it's knowing you guys are there. There's all kinds of reasons. So, I'm hoping maybe we'll see Annette pop in, sun to shine, because starting a little bit later, and she's out on the left coast, I like to call it. Let's give these a shuffle. I'm going to give them the full 7. 2. 3. 2 more. I will know I'm really getting old when I can no longer do shuffles like this. When my joints just won't do it anymore. But currently I'm getting stronger. I did my first full-on deck mod. If you were with me on, what was that, Monday night? Yes, had to be Monday night. That was fun. And I've been working with Heaven and Earth Tarot more, but I'm noticing it's weird. Just really kind of giving myself to the deck and hoping to, bond really well with it. But I was noticing last night, I was doing a reading where the question was very clear, and I was kind of having to, massage it a little to get the information out. And then I grabbed the Light Seers Tarot, and it was just click, 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 clickety, click. So I'll be sad if the Heaven and Earth Tarot is like not my next, full-on reading deck, but it might not be. I don't know. Becca, yay! How have I been after the vaccine? Just fine. I mean, the day of, I slept a lot. The day after, my arm was sore, and that's it. And I get my second shot next Tuesday. So on the 6th is my second Pfizer. My son gets his the day after. My daughter gets hers a few days after. I think hers is on the 9th. And my husband gets his second shot. I think it's the 19th, 14th, something like that. But my family's going to be fully vaxxed within a month, and I'm very, very happy. All right. Shall we get started? Yeah, let's. I have my candle lit back on my altar because I decided not to add more heat to the situation. All right. I invite my allies and ancestors, guides and guardians to come be with me now. Open my mind, open my heart, and let us have clear lines of communication. I'm open to receiving your messages. Please help me to convey those messages so that they are helpful and clear and accurate and insightful. And may we be given the blessings that we need, the information we need to live our most empowered life. So mote it be. till the fall. Ay, ay, ay. That's a long time, Anne. Just yesterday in Ohio, and know that in the States, every state is doing it differently because we have no unified system. And there were several Trump appointees that worked for the Department of Health that have come forward saying that it was worse than we even think it was, that there was absolutely no plan in place and people were scrounging and scrambling. And we also heard this week that it was because two Trump appointees at Social Security decided they weren't going to send the file to the IRS so relief money can come, because we still have not gotten our relief money yet. I asked about it a week ago. So, and it did say we wouldn't get it before payday. They're saying maybe Friday, maybe the 7th is when we'll get it. But it was two Trump appointees who took it upon themselves to decide not to send the information to the IRS that would connect Social Security direct payment people with the IRS that's putting out the money. So, yippee skippy. They need to root out all of his appointees and just fire their asses. Into space, hopefully. Preferably. All right. Okay, so yeah, my son and my daughter became eligible. Everybody over 16 is eligible in Ohio now since the 29th. Okay. And we got the many rabbits popping out. The Many Rabbits talks about friends. What's a friends? Close friends. So thank you, Many Rabbits. They're telling me my friends are here, and we're going to do some readings. Let's start with our Arieses, our favorite Martians. All right. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Hold on. Hold up. I'm not done yet. Here. I have more exciting news. I am at 957 subscribers, you guys. And I have a plan that might throw me over the top really fast. Yeah, I hope we get money soon too. And well, we get money on Friday. Friday's payday. But I need big money because I have big plans. There's a lot of things that need to happen in this house. My son is getting a new bed. There's just stuff that needs to happen. All right. Here we go. Aries, Aries, Aries. All right. Aries, the realm of focus for you this week is the 11th house. So your hopes, your goals, your friends, any clubs and organizations you belong to. Okay, the icy path comes up. That talks about treachery. But there, oh my goodness. Okay, Aries. Yeah, I think we might have to pull in Elle as well. Let's go back up here. We've got Venus in Aquarius in the 11th. Venus is social times, good times, anything that is a sensual pleasure. It's values and money and women in general. Affections, your likes, the things that you like. And I mean, it's likes and dislikes, because disliking something is in the realm of valuing it. So likes and dislikes. But with Venus in Aquarius, it talks about having some kind of quirky, unusual, or exciting social times with friends this week. And maybe what's unusual about it is everybody's still wearing a mask, or we're a little detached from each other, which is another Aquarian thing. But let's look at these three here. Aries, fence with a hole says there's hope. Okay, the icy path is what flipped out of the deck, and that talks about treachery, but the phrase I just heard in my head was a dangerous descent. So whatever you're doing, Aries, I mean, we want to physically be careful, going downstairs, going down paths, going down a hill, anything like that. But also just thinking that there might be a situation this week that's a little precarious, that is not on stable footing. Fence with a hole says there's hope, there is a way out. But then we've got stone wall, which is an insurmountable obstacle. We're going to look for clarifiers here. There's hope if you stand on your own 2 feet. So even physically, just saying hope if you watch your step, basically. But the rolling rabbit here, okay, is talking about fun. So here, there is an insurmountable obstacle, and you're just not going to go beyond it this week. You're just not going to get past it. So it's saying you might as well have fun. You might as well stay where you are, stand on your own 2 feet, and have some fun while you're being very, very careful with things. Venus in Aquarius, again, talking about social times with friends, but it's going to be non-traditional and unusual in some way. Make that unusualness be the safety factor that you're still bringing in, that you're going to observe the best practices in keeping yourself safe. Because it says there's a way out, but you've got to be self-reliant, and you've got to lighten up and take a light attitude with things. Look at things as fun, because the stone wall says you're just not going to go any further this week, and that's the way it is. Now, I'm hearing the things that I'm saying because my husband is an Aries, and thinking about money and stuff. And that stone wall seems to be, we're not going to get money. The 7th will be next Wednesday. So for the week, the space of time for this reading, for him anyway, I think is saying we're hitting a wall as far as getting that money goes. I'm sure it's going to be here next week. All right. Yeah, I like using just the carrot cards. Good night, Lisa. You just got here. Yes, almost 1,000. And they've been coming in chunks. And I have a plan for, yes, it's a trend, but there's a series of reaction videos that I want to do that I think will give you some fun. Okay. Coffee and on to Taurus. Sorry. Is there anything wonderfuler than hot coffee? All right, Taurus. Tell us about our Tauruses. What's the week like for the Tauruses? Where do they need to put their energy? Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Okay. All right, they want to stop. All right. The realm that we're focusing on for you, Taurus, is the first house, which is your physical body and your physical appearance. Mercury talks about communication and plans, thinking, communicating, so anything that's mental. In Scorpio is deep, deep thinking. So I'm thinking it's time for you to do a real deep assessment about everything concerning, like, your physical self. How well do you take care of yourself? Are there things that need to be taken care of with your physical body that you just haven't been really in touch with, Let's look at the carrot cards. Let's see, investment, mystery. We have investment, mystery, and oneness. Mystery in the middle, and with Scorpio in the middle up here too, it says there is a problem to be solved. There's a mystery to be solved. There's something about which you need more information. You need to do some research. Mercury in Scorpio is research. So you need to do some research around the topic of me, the care and feeding of me. And just my general health, constitutional health, because 6th house is more like health problems. 1st house is just this physical being here. And it's saying you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest some time and some research in looking at, what's up with you, whether there's a problem to be solved or not, just looking towards your optimal health and how you can participate in that and what you can do in order to gain that optimal health. The sun over here is oneness. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do some looking up in the psychic meadow. This can talk about slight changes and understanding. Okay. So this is just saying we need to make some slight changes in how you take care of yourself, in the investment you have in your own physical well-being. So time to really look deeply into that, do some research, maybe about, if you have sort of some grinding problems, like I was talking to my niece the other day, and she was just talking about her sleep and, certain things. And I said, go get your adrenals tested. She's a highly sensitive person too. And when you're highly sensitive and you have anxiety disorder, your adrenals are constantly on high. Your body's always on alert. Your brain is always on alert, and that taxes your adrenals, and you can have adrenal insufficiency that is undiagnosed for years because it doesn't cause huge health problems. It's just this grinding exhaustion and inability to sleep. So little things like that. If you're finding something, my sleep just isn't quite the way I want it, I can't quite seem to drop weight the way I used to, just time to do some research, make some slight changes, come to a better understanding of who you are at this point in your life. So that's another point, is that what worked in the past when you were young and could beat yourself up and bounce back, those days are gone. And where you are in life now, you need to reassess and find out what's going on health-wise and do some research into that and adjust your plan. All right, Taurus. Oh, good. Good. Bonjour. Oh, Rose is here too. Bonjour, mon ami. Awesome. Oh, I see. Bonsoir. I see, Lisa. I was confused. Okay. Oops. So we've got cards flying out for our Geminis. Gemini. Tell me about my Geminis. Okay. First house for you as well, Gemini. What flew out was Badger and Whiskers. Arrogance and alertness. Okay. Wait, let me look at Whiskers again. Awareness. Standing Rabbit is alertness and vigilance. This is just awareness. So there's something here, fascinating, Taurus, that you're being a little arrogant about, that maybe you need to come down a peg. You need to be aware that you're, the word imperious is coming into my head, that you're behaving in a way that's like, nobody can tell me anything. Nobody can tell me. And this is Gemini we're on, right? Yes. No, I think I said Taurus before. This is Gemini. We're on Gemini. So there's something here where you're being a little arrogant about, nobody can tell me anything. I already know. And you need to be aware of that arrogance. All right, I'm going to put these up here, and then I'm going to take a couple more down here. You too, it's about the physical body, and we've got Pluto coming up here. So the energy for you is deep, deep, deep dive. All right, hold on. Okay, so Gemini, we've got, once you get over your bad self up here, we have a calculated risk. We've got some, here, I'm going to do this because that's the one I took there. We're looking at stability, having your roots down and being grounded and stable. But then there's kind of like a known risk that needs to be taken, a necessary risk. but we don't move ahead regardless. Then we hit a stone wall. Let me see if I can work this out for you, Gemini. Pluto is transformation. It's also domination. And, you know, being the top dog, I'm looking at the arrogance card there too, saying that you just really need to come down from this extreme view that I know it all and nobody can tell me anything. Pisces in the middle there says there's a little bit of a fog or a little bit of delusion going on here. And you need to stop kind of deluding yourself that you know everything there is to know when we're talking about your physical body. All right? Time to start listening. The Pluto position there can also say it's time to make some radical changes as far as how you take care of your health. So we've got some necessary chances to take. There's going to be like some necessary hiccups to your sense of stability here. And ultimately, you don't really move forward this week. All right, hold on. I think here, Gemini, it's time to go inside this week, very deep inside. Have a heart-to-heart with yourself. Ask yourself, where am I kidding myself? Where am I absolutely deluding myself? Where does the fog need to lift, and where do I need to be very clear and aware about what's going on? I feel like this week is going to be just the internal stuff swirling around, because this stone wall at the end says we don't really move forward. So take some time this week on this waning moon. We're in a Scorpio moon right now, but on the waning moon is a great time to go inside. And that's what the Pluto in Pisces is saying, is just a really deep, deep talk with spirit, with your own body, so you can gain some awareness about maybe some risks that you're taking that might be putting you in a position where things can't move ahead. So I wonder whether the necessary risk here is really necessary. But it's all about stability, putting your roots down, feeling yourself really stable. Don't try to move forward much this week. Just go deep and inside, Gemini. Okay. Hi, who else is with us? Hit that like button. Hit that chat. Come say hi. Yeah, I've been looking at, you know, other things that kind of become available to me once I hit that 1,000, that magic 1,000. And it's going to happen fast, because in less than a week I got more than 50 went forward. And I'm looking at their offer of membership. The thing that stops me, you know, so they're finally realizing, YouTube is finally realizing that Patreon's got a good thing going on. And they're trying to get in on it. They have a membership thing. If I have, you know, over 1,000 subscribers, I can make membership available to you, and it behaves like Patreon. I can give you exclusive content, you know, whatever I want to do. The problem for me is, in order to qualify for that, I have to monetize. I have to partner with them and monetize my channel. And I'm thinking I might rather be a place where you can go and not see commercials, you know? I mean, at this point, I'm not in a position where I could make a whole ton of money off of it anyway, is what I'm thinking. And with Patreon, I would certainly keep that there. I can, you know, have my other platforms, Facebook and Instagram, once I finally start giving that some attention. And all those can funnel into my Patreon, where, you know, YouTube membership is YouTube. That's it. And I would have to monetize my channel. And I don't like being told what to do. So, next. Stars, Gemini, Cancer. Becca. Hey, Becca, baby. Cancer. First house again. Well, there's our pattern. This week is really going to be about taking care of your physical body. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Tell me about my Cancers. Tell me about our moon children. There we go. Oh, this is very nice. Okay, we got first house, again, physical body, physical appearance. And first house, like I said, sixth house is about your health, your physical health, and what kind of health problems you might tend to have, and how you take care of your health. But the first house is your being, just your being. Okay. Saturn in Sagittarius. Saturn energy is responsibility. So Cancer focuses on responsibility this week, responsibility for your physical being, for keeping body and soul together, for getting the things that you need to keep body and soul together. Sagittarius is about making sure everything's fair and just. It's also about expanding. And so we can talk about expanding your responsibility, expanding the ways in which you take responsibility for your physical being and your physical appearance. Dandelions talk about your just reward. So you've got something coming this week that's going to be the result of actions that you've taken. I mean, duh, don't we all? But something coming back to you as a result of work that you've put in. Okay, you're getting a reward for the things that you've done and that you deserve very well. And the many rabbits are fwans, being with friends, and rabbit feet is standing on your own 2 feet, self-reliance. So it sounds like you get either payment for or the reward for the good result of work that you've done, responsibility that you've taken. Wherever your duties have expanded is going to pay off for you. And then we get time with some friends, and we're able to take care of things on our own. That's directly connected to that Saturn there, standing on your own 2 feet, being an adult, claiming your life, taking on the mantle of adulthood, if that's where you are. I'm thinking of you, Becca, obviously. But just thinking of the, I am willing to take on more responsibility. I'm willing to show up. That's the first house too. I'm willing to just physically show up and do what I need to do. But I'm here to receive the reward of the work I've done, to hang out and have a good time with some friends because I've been good and responsible. And that is rewarded. Responsible behavior is always rewarded. Okay. I think we'll probably do some stuff with Elle later. Oops, somebody's popping out. This is for Leo. Mystery. Yeah, great, thanks. My life's a mystery. Oops, and there's another. Okay. Rabbit in the air. And I need my fan. Oh, okay. I think there's a damn good chance of that, Becca. Seriously. That expanding responsibility certainly denotes that. Just rewards certainly denotes you've done work and you've earned a level up. How old are you now, Becca? 26? All right. Let's take a look at Leo. Yeah. Well, we got a 1, but we got a 0 behind it this time. 10th house. And I'm going to put them in order that they came out. I don't know why I tend to stick the 1 in the middle. Okay. Butterfly, rabbit in the air, and the double carrot. Oh, fascinating, because the butterfly is mystery and the double carrot is the mystical. So Let me take a look here. Fear and eternal reward. Holy shit. All right, hang on one second. I am looking at the Psychic Meadow, and what this does is take the basic meanings of the cards and reinterpret them for the other two categories. So the first one is mystery. This one, fast work. Yeah, so rabbit in the air means something fast, something happening quickly and soon. And then this says fear / eternal reward. What a slash. 32. Oh no, darling, it's going to be before that, believe me. And it's never as late as 32. It's 28 to 30. So we will do your chart. Send me your birth data. Okay. Mystery, acting fast, eternal reward. Okay, I'm going to drop dead this week. All right, we got to take some clarifiers here. Well, the mystery and the mystical part is certainly borne out up here because we've got Neptune in Sagittarius. And the original ruler of, the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter, but Jupiter was the original ruler of Pisces, which Neptune took over. So those planets have kind of a vibe. Neptune in Sagittarius is about expanding your horizons as far as mystery goes, as far as consciousness, connection, spirituality. 10th house arena is achievement and career. Hold on. I'm going to open my window. And by the way, yesterday it was 70 degrees, and it's supposed to get a couple inches of snow tomorrow on my husband's birthday. April Fool. Oh, okay. Night, night, Anne. Okay. All right. So 10th house talks about goals and achievement, what's going to be achieved this week. So it does say, Leo, that there is something, a goal met or an achievement met. Or, I mean, with Neptune there, it can say things are kind of hard to get a grip on, too, as far as your goals. That things kind of remain in confusion in the realm of mystery. Certainly time to throw it over to Spirit, whatever's going on this week. Neptune in Sagittarius also says you could be called upon to sacrifice, to just make some sacrifices and give some things up this week. Hawk in the sky is mortality and treachery, the icy path. Holy shit, man, what's going on here? Hold on. All right. Something's going to happen fast here. There's a lot of mystery around it. You've got to just be very careful this week. Leo, reassess. It's time to reassess some things. I would say caution against the rabbit in the air here, things moving really fast. I would say it's time to slow things down this week because the central card here, surrounded by mortality and treachery, it's saying that you need to go slowly because this can be a fall as well, physically, from moving too fast. And let me look at that one again. Fear, focus, be mindful. And this says focus and be mindful, but it's also that fear and eternal reward. I mean, what the hell, Carrot Cards? Talk about going on to your eternal reward, going to the, buying the farm up in the sky. I don't know, man. And of course, for Leo, it comes up Neptune. I'm sitting here going, I don't know. I'm confused. That's fucking Neptune, you guys. All right. Here's the message. Talk to Spirit. Expand your spiritual practice. Make that a goal. Be responsible for it because 10th house is also things that you have to be responsible for, ruled by Saturn. But take it slow and easy. Don't try to push yourself forward too fast because, first of all, you're confused. When things aren't clear, when you don't know what to do, don't do anything. When things are confusing and not clear, slow down. Because if you're jumping around and doing things too fast, you can end up with a fall, whether this is a figurative fall or an actual physical fall. Okay. Well, Leo. Well, me. Be careful. Okay. Ah, you have an April Fool too. Oh my gosh. 27 this year. Yep, this is my daughter's 27. She is turning 28 in August. Wow. Okay. Well, see, Cliff was born on April Fool's Day, on an Easter Sunday, in a snowstorm, and he came out butt first. So we call him Retro Man. We also call him Captain No. He has Mars rising in Capricorn. His first response to most things is an aggressive no. Okay. Oh, I guess I got to do the dice too. Virgo. Moon, Libra, and 10 again. Boy, we go with the repeating houses. What was the first one that I rolled out for Aries? Was that first house too? Did we get like 4 first houses and 1/10? I think we did. Okay. Stone Wall keeps coming up again too. All right, Virgo. The arena you're operating in this week, or focusing on this week, is also 10th house. So we're talking about responsibilities, achievement, authority, climbing the ladder. Wait, I want to do something here. Because when I put these so they look like they're straight on for me, they're crooked on camera. Okay, stop it. Stop it, Mercury and Virgo. So emotional investment. I want to know this week how you're feeling about where you are, about your status, about your achievements. Are you happy? Do you feel like you've achieved what you want to achieve? The moon in the 10th house talks about also being influential. But Libra says that this week can be about balancing your emotions, taking care of yourself around career, around the mark you're making on the world, around your achievements and things like that, and achieving some emotional balance about that. So you want to go into the emotional realm and ask, how do I feel about these things? And then be very aware of the feelings that come up. And you know, if you're down on yourself or you're feeling shamey about things, it's time to bring that back into balance. Or if you're feeling very secure, that's nice. Maybe it's time to look at what the next step is, because things change, you know? All right. And the hoe says disruptive change is coming this week, and we've got a windfall happening too. So any of you Virgos that haven't gotten relief money, or you know, are not really expecting something, might find a little something extra this week, because the apples talk about a windfall. But then we've got Stonewall here for you too. So also, Virgo, don't really look to moving forward a whole bunch this week, because Stonewall says there's an obstacle that you just can't get past. Let's see if we can figure out what that. And look at this icy path shit. I'm really wondering if there's going to be more of a snow event tomorrow than, you know, I haven't really looked at the weather. I just kind of pay attention to what's going on like right around me. But I wonder if there might be some big snow events coming up for us this week, because this icy path just really keeps showing up. All right. So looking, Virgo, at what is kind of disrupting your sense of stability, what is shaking up your sense of rootedness, and how you're going to use resources to help you keep on an even keel, to help you keep your footing, and also to help you kind of maintain where you are until it's time to move past this stone wall here. I'm thinking, you know, as far as 10th house matters and career things go for you, Virgo, you're not going to go forward this week. You're going to be hitting this wall. So while you're hitting the wall, take advantage of whatever extra resources you have, whatever little windfall comes in, and just look at what you can do with those resources. Pardon me. And how you can, keep yourself on an even keel emotionally. Time to definitely just check in emotionally with where you are and what you've been achieving. Certainly do grounding meditations. With the roots and icy path here, it says do some grounding so that you make sure you're really in your body and moving mindfully when you're going through your days, so that you don't end up, taking a little bit of a ride. All right, Virgo. I'm going to do a riffle shuffle here because I want to see if we can just bust up all this stuff coming in with the icy path and the stone wall. All right. I also want to tell you that I got some feedback on a reading I did with these tarot cards. And somebody telling me that they were like as accurate as a contract, she said. So, all right. Libra. Fifth house. Yay, we're changing it up. Uranus and Aquarius in the fifth house. Ooh, fun. That sounds like fun to me. All right, this is for Libra. Tell me about my Libras. Oops, there we go. All right, we're going to take you, and we'll just come right out of here. And I think we're going to use all 5 of those that fell out. Okay. All right. So the focus for you, Libra, is 5th house, which is fun. It's fun, it's romance, it's creativity, it's anything we do, the love we give. It's just love and life and having a good time. Uranus in Aquarius is innovation, excitement, updating new and unusual things. So it sounds like this week, Libra, you can have some new and unusual and kind of mind-expanding experiences just for fun. Just for fun. All right, Badger, the path, and the dog on the leash. Badger is arrogance. The path is a very clear decision, like just clear choice. I can see the way forward. But this is a distraction here. Okay. All right. You need to be a little bit more mindful about the choices that you're going to make this week, because you can be thinking, this is easy. I don't have to think about it. I know what to do. I don't have to think about it. But that's arrogance. That there may be more choices than just the one that you think is obvious. And it's time to really look at those. Dog on a leash is a distraction. And let me go back to the psychic meadow here to get some nuances. This is talking about going with the flow, and this just says below average. Okay. Well, I'm just going to take the meanings, the basic meanings of the cards that I had before, because I think that's been talking to me here. Let's take a look at the bare bush. I'm going to rename this card the Brazilian. Okay. This is talking about a lack of resources. The cupboard being bare, sort of. Shortage. Okay, hold on. So we need to just be humble about what we think we know about the way forward, and don't let yourself get distracted from the matter at hand. You need to be mindful while you're moving forward on a path where you think, I don't have to think about it. It's straight ahead of me. This is saying, yes, you need to be mindful about it and not be arrogant about it, because you're getting distracted. And what that can bring is maybe overspending of resources. But the sun here talks about unity. So it says that everything you're doing, you're not like scattered. as far as your intention and, you know, the way you need to go, everything is unified there. It's just you're kind of getting distracted and mindless about it. So, time to pull things in, be mindful, take advantage of new and unusual experiences that are coming your way this week, and have some fun. Children could also be coming into it if you're dealing with your kids. But certainly there's going to be some excitement this week, and that can be a bit of a distraction too. So, when things get kind of exciting and you're feeling your attention being pulled off, it's time to remember, come back, be humble, and take care of dotting the I's and crossing the T's and being careful where your resources go so you don't like overspend just from being excited and not mindful. Okay. So what do you guys think about? It seems like every day we're now seeing more things of old Donnie and his endless woes. That lawsuit that was on hold. There's that stone wall again. Damn it. Because he was a sitting president, is now being allowed to go forward again. It's a defamation lawsuit on one of the accusers of sexual assault against him. We got Venus in Cancer in the third, and let's take a look at what we have here. This is Scorpio we're on. There's that badger again. Okay. The arena for you this week, Scorpio, is third house. So we're talking about close to home, neighborhood, siblings, and you know, possibly dealing with education. If you've got little kids, you could be dealing with school stuff for them. Okay, let me see. I always have to have them pointing the right way. You guys are getting that I've got this, you know, very particular thing going on, right? Mercury and Virgo. I get very fussy. I'm not OCD. It's not a disorder. I can make choices, but when I can have things the way I want them, I want them the way I want them. Okay. So, third house. Let's talk about just your close-in environment, not outside of the home. So we're talking about your yard, your street, your neighbors. Okay? Venus in Cancer talks about taking care of people, showing some affection, showing some nurturing. Maybe it's time for people to kind of start coming out because it's a little bit warmer outside, and offering some things to their neighbors, offering a little bit of sociability, maybe, you know, offering, here, I dug up this hosta and split it in half, you want half, you know, just something that shows some kind of nurturing and affection towards your neighbors. Time to start building that community neighborhood feel again. We got pitched into this place of being so suspicious of each other when we didn't know who was going to be carrying virus, and are you the one that's going to make me sick, you know? And so relationships suffered. We got a new neighbor next door last July, and you know, we have gotten to know her, but not very well because we haven't been able to hang out, you know? I see her on Facebook, and we hear her singing next door because she sings and she's wonderful. And we hear her baby because he's a sweetheart. Oh my God. And she has the brother of Pyewacket lives in her place. But we have, you know, I can't go over and see him. He's much smaller than Pie, but I can't go see him. Let me see. I have, you guys, I have all three cats on the bed. Can you see them? There's, wait. There's Mitchell, right there. That's Mitchell. This is so hard. There's Pie. Gilbert, you can see. Okay. Well, that was a fun little exercise, wasn't it? Okay. So, neighborhoods. Showing some love to your neighbors. Now, we have Stonewall, which is an obstacle. And going back to the sheet here. Badger says, try something new. See, I only have the basic meanings memorized. I need to start memorizing for the positions. Badger says, try something new to get over this obstacle. And then the ears are usually about warning, but this says wisdom and what you've learned. I was hoping I wouldn't burp in your ear tonight. Okay. So an obstacle is overcome, and it says impossible obstacle here. So if you've recognized that you're running into an impossible wall, it's time to try something new. That's what the Badger says. And that is wisdom. That is just straight up wisdom, Scorpio. You know, Aries thinks it's wisdom to keep ramming their head into that wall after the first time. And it hurts because they're not going to lose. The wall's going to lose. And they keep going bang, bang, bang. But you, Scorpio, can recognize, okay, I'm not going to get forward that way. And you, being the master manipulator and the master transformer, can say, I will get there anyway, but I'm going to do it this way. And that is your wisdom. So it's time to hold on to your wisdom here. And within your neighborhood, if there's somebody or a situation that you just haven't been able to get past, you know, an agreement you haven't been able to reach with neighbors about how things go, time to try something new. And that something new might be, you know, attracting more flies with honey than vinegar. At any rate, use your wisdom to take another route, get around the stone wall that you can't seem to get past, and bring some love to the neighborhood. Yeah, his name is Thomas. I think his name is Thomas. And he's so funny. And this is where you can totally tell the Maine Coon that is in these cats, because Pyewacket is very sleek. And I mean, he's got the most beautiful coat. His coat just feels so good. But Thomas's, he's a short hair, but he has like this little ruff right here. He's got like this little, you know, very interesting. Scorpio, Sun, and Aries rising. Yeah, he bangs his head a few times. Oh God, Aries rising. Before the Scorpio sun kicks in and says, wait, I can change this situation. I can manipulate it. I can go around. That's hilarious. All right. Sagittarius. All right, Sag. Tell me about my Sagittarius. That one didn't flip, did it? Sagittarius this week. What do we have for you? Oh, they just want me to shuffle forever for Sag. Okay. I'm waiting until they won't shuffle or until something flies out. Okay. I'm going to take that as a won't shuffle. All right. 8th house for you, Sag. Oof, what happened there? That one almost got... okay. 8th house is your shared resources, your partner's resources, how you get your needs met from other people, how you kind of manipulate for things. Remember, it's the natural house of Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about manipulation. So, you know, we learn from the time we're born how to manipulate. We learn that when we're uncomfortable and we cry, someone comes. So down the line, when we're past infancy and start, getting a consciousness and like object permanence and stuff like that, we gain the knowledge that when I do this, this happens. If I cry, I get this attention. Have you ever seen like that toddler that you hear this like cry that sounds like somebody's heart's breaking? Oh my God. And then you look at the kid and they like have no emotion on their face. They just have learned how to make that cry sound so desperate, but they're totally faking it. I've seen kids like that. And I nipped it in the bud with my kids because no whining. You know, you learn how to ask and stuff, but the whining isn't going to get you what you want. But So we do learn how to manipulate, and hopefully we move past that stage, and instead of manipulate, what we do is negotiate. But eighth house still talks about manipulating for what you want and how you get it, how you go about getting it. Okay. The sun talks about expressing yourself. Hold on. And about negotiation because it's in Libra. So sun in Libra in the 8th here says that you need something this week. You're going to be spending some time talking to your partner and negotiating for something, for getting your needs met, something that you need, either maybe something, you know, there's something that you need to spend some money on and you can't quite cover it yourself and you need to negotiate or, you know, make some plans or something. But it's definitely about you expressing who you are, making your will known in a way that is back and forth, in a way that's negotiating for shared resources, making decisions about those. All right. Fast dog is clear danger. The river is a necessary risk. And the fresh burrow is hard work. So there's a bullet to be dodged this week, Sagittarius. It says that there's something that's a very clear risk. Something definitely needs to be taken care of this week. Yep. Clear danger. A challenge. And satisfaction. Okay. So it looks like something comes up this week that definitely needs to be negotiated about. You've got to let somebody know and talk and negotiate and have the back and forthing and decision making. You take some necessary risks, but then you get the payoff. Fresh Burrow talks about hard work and how we've worked to make something happen. So I think whatever partnership you're in, and this can also be about, you know, negotiating for resources at work. It could be that too. But clearly for you, Sagittarius, whatever looks like a danger in the beginning, if you just say, okay, not a danger, I'm willing to accept this much risk and we need to work our way through it, negotiate our way through, and you end up with satisfaction and something gets accomplished here. That's a good one. It was very clear for you this week, Sag. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm just going to turn them around. Capricorn. Cappy. Neptune and Scorpio again. In the first. Okay, which other sign had that exact thing? I think it was Leo. Neptune and Scorpio in the first. Holy shit. Okay. That's a threefer, you guys. Too bad I don't have anything to bet on or with. Okay. I wonder if my daughter's here. My son and my husband went down to pick up my daughter to bring her up for her dad's birthday tomorrow. She's going to spend the night. I get to play with my babies tonight. I'm so excited. Okay, Capricorn. The slow dog. Slow dog is about a minor danger, just a little hiccup or a speed bump. The littermates is family. In this position, it says restoration. And then we've got, the pen is loss of freedom, one way or the other. So we have a minor danger that we can get over, but then this is loss of freedom. Well, Capricorn, you don't do, too bad with limitations. This can also, to me, talk about just boundaries and limiting the scope of things, limiting the scope of your activity. So, all right, I'm trying to wrap my head around restoration here and what that might mean. Let's talk about this, and I'll let that work in my brain for a little bit. So that Neptune in Scorpio, again, talking about deep spirituality, possibly even doing some magic, doing some kind of physical work that connects you to spirit, that connects you to your body. Um, all right, the sense that I'm getting here is a proactive step to avoid something getting worse, resulting in a loss of freedom. And all right, the sense that I'm getting here is you limit your own activity. You make the choice to limit your own activity. And I'm going to look at the family members in here too, and I'm thinking, you know, COVID, that you're going to have some choices this week. Neptune showing up there says that you could get a little fogged or confused or deluded about choices that you're making, and could tend to just, you know, here's what I want to do, and I don't care what's happening around me. I choose not to see that. That could put you in a situation that is of minor risk, possibly with family members, and you need to limit your exposure. Definitely limit your exposure. It's funny, the Neptune in Scorpio confusing me so much, because guess what? I have Neptune in Scorpio in my 12th house, in Neptune's own house. And that is the source of my psychic ability. You know, it's the deep unconscious, and it trines my moon down in my 4th house. So I think for you, Capricorn, tune into your body. Really tune into the signals that you're getting. If you're recovering, if you've gotten vaccinated, if you've been exposed, tune in, listen to your body. Most particularly, listen to your body when you're trying to decide if you should do something, if you should go somewhere, if you should see someone. Pay attention to your body and listen to it. The Neptune there says you could listen to it and delude yourself about the messages it's giving you, but I'm saying what I'm thinking here is you need to listen to it and pay attention and kind of disappear there, you know, with the Neptune. Aw. I will tell her hi, Becca. What does that mean? What does what mean? Sorry, Rose. You got it. When you make comments, you guys, if you can refer to what it was I said, because I don't see them, or what I said that you're commenting on is probably 30 seconds gone or even longer before you do it. So I'm so sorry. It's hard to respond to comments. And I keep shuffling, but I've got 3 cards out here. So let's take a look at them. Aquarius. Oh, all 3 newbies this time. The arena for you, Aquarius, is 6th house. So we're talking actual physical health and health problems, but also work and service. North Node says it's time to forge a new path and to go a new direction as far as your health goes. Some communication comes in here, gathering information. Okay. For you too, Aquarius, there seem to be messages coming in from Spirit this week. This is the hidden realm, and this talks about standing on your own 2 feet, but being alert. Looking at rabbit feet and the standing rabbit, it says you have the ability to tap in and know and receive messages all on your own. And there's information coming in this week from those hidden sources about the new track you need to take with your health, about the information that is waiting for you, about breaking an old habit, maybe starting a new habit, with the North Node sitting there. Okay, Rose, it's good to see you, sweetie. Take care. Go watch your astrology video. I'm going to schedule a patron call like for not this coming Sunday, obviously, next Sunday, I'll do a patron call. All right. See you, Rose. Love you, baby. All right. So, Aquarius, yeah, the new information coming in about health stuff. Look at what habits need to be broken, what new habits need to be made. Let me look at these. Faith. This talks about faith. Trusting yourself. And the standing rabbit here is about control. Okay. So, falling back on your faith, your belief system. Time to look this week, Aquarius, pardon me, at what role your spiritual beliefs play in your physical health. What are your beliefs about service? And what new information is available for you on taking care of your health? So time to do some prayer work, some ritual work, and calling in your guides and your guardians and relying on your faith in them to help uphold you, to bring you new information about old habits that need to be broken, new habits that need to be set up so that you can maintain optimal health so that you can serve. You know, you got to be healthy in order to serve and bring your gifts to the world. Okay? Right. It's so funny. Some are clear and some are like pulling teeth. Aquarius, Pisces, we're at the very end already. Hard to believe. Oop. All right. They want to be done. Ooch. Pisces. I think they're home. I think they're home. Are you here? Oh, Pie, I can see. You see Pie? Hey, Pie. Hey, come on up. Oh, there's Mitchell going out the door. Okay. Who's here, Pie? Oh, who's here? Hey, Pie. Who's here, Pie? Oh, he's scared. He's under the bed. Never mind. He is just, I mean, having grown up without anybody here but us, he flips out when people come to visit. He just freaks out. Very strange. Okay. Pisces, come on up, honey. I'm just finishing. I'm just finishing my live.
Hello, everybody.
Aries. There's a Mitchell. Okay, so I'm on Pisces now. The arena for you, Pisces, is your understanding. It's wisdom, understanding, spiritual belief systems, ninth house, all the ninth house stuff, your philosophies, your mass communication, higher education, all that kind of stuff. Venus talks about your values in Scorpio. So we're talking about really discriminating values this week. And, all right, let me look down here. Leave one and go to the other and let it roll around in my head for a while. Hawk legs is very clear danger. This is disruptive change. This is necessary inconvenience. Expected inconvenience. I think that's what that one is. Let's see. Actually, it's a new beginning in this position. Being flexible. Okay. So, a little bit of a setback this week, Pisces. Hawk legs talks about bad luck in this reading. And a little bit of a setback. And be flexible through it and everything will work out all right. Be flexible through it and there's a new beginning for you. I mean, that's pretty bang, bang, bang. But Venus in Scorpio, I want you to look at where you're getting kind of black and white about your philosophies and your belief systems and your values. Venus is your value system. Scorpio takes things to extremes. Judgment, black and white judgments. All right? So I want you to examine your belief systems this week, and particularly where you're judging other people's belief systems or where you're getting dogmatic about your own. You know, Scorpio can be very judgmental that way, and this is the way it is. So we want to stay away from dogma and make sure that you keep your mind open to, you know, other systems, to other people's experience, to other people's understanding of spirit. And you know, they're keeping boundaries, of course, because if other people have belief systems that are dangerous to your very being, I say this on Trans People Day, you know, what is it called? Like Visible Day? I can't remember. I have a trans son and I don't remember what it's called, but it's about acknowledging trans people and accepting. So if you have people whose philosophies and spiritual belief systems are radical to the point that they're a danger, you know, then you don't have to be open to understanding those belief systems. You need to be keeping firm boundaries. But I want you to look at your own and see where maybe you are getting a little judgmental or dogmatic and where you can open your mind a little bit more. But Pisces, it says, you know, don't get too upset about something not going your way early on in the week, because if you stay flexible, there's a good outcome to it and you get a new beginning overall. It's interesting that the rain stands for new beginning because it's springtime up here and the rains are falling, the ground is softening. We actually have a daffodil blooming out back, and it's been probably a decade or more since we've had daffodils open and blooming on Cliff's birthday. So anyhow, I think you come through things okay, Pisces, but take some time to really examine those beliefs and unstick some things that are getting stuck. All right. Let's get Elle out and see what she's got to tell us, because those were pretty, what do I want to say? Not mechanical, practical sort of readings. Now let's get some spirit going here. Becca says hi.
Hi, Becca.
She, there she is. Yep. Okay, there's one out. And Visibility Day. Thank you, Lisa. Oh my God, Trans Visibility Day. I'm terrible. But you know, I have had my head stuffed with so much astrology today. So I forgive myself. And my son forgives me too, because he knows what a flake I am. Okay. I want two more from you, darling. All right. Okay. Give us a nice message here. Two more. What do we need to know? What do we need to know to make this week the best it can be? I'm going to grab you guys that don't want to go back in the deck. All right. We have She Who Loved Once. Her name is Blue. Fragile, Secret Love, Rejection. And we have She Who Surrenders, Estefania. Chains, Bondage, Release. And She Who Listens, Understanding, Witness, and Compassion. Okay. So, on Trans Visibility Day, let's look at opening ourselves, opening our hearts and minds to people that have been rejected, people that have had, oh God, hold on. I got tears coming up. So, yeah, I hit something here. To people who have to hide their identity and hide who they love and who they are, because it is literally physically dangerous for them to reveal themselves to some people. She Who Surrenders talks about chains, bondage, and release. So, doing whatever you can to bring these people into your sphere, to open your lives, to open your mind, and give people a place to belong in your life, in your world. You know, not just that this is my world and this is the way it is in our belief systems and you're on the fringe. Yes, I accept you, but you're on the fringe out there. How can you bring them in and give them a normal place in your arena, in your realm, in your neighborhood, in your life, in your church, everywhere, in your family? Do you know people whose parents have rejected them? Can you be a surrogate? Can you be somebody's mom? You know, somebody who's had a mom that has rejected them. Can you imagine? And how can you bring them in? And then she who listens, understanding, witness, compassion. It's time not to just see. It's not just visibility day. I see you. Ah, God, I could sob my ass off right now. It's I see you and I hear you, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut and listen to your experience so that I can witness it, so I can witness it to someone else, maybe with a closed mind, so I know how to stand up for you and how to be your advocate and your champion. Okay, wow. Well, I don't think I can go any further tonight, you guys. That one just undid me. Holy shit. But it's the message we need to hear. So for all of us, take this day, Transvisibility Day, and take it into your own hands. Take some ownership of it, and really do some thinking about what your part is and what you can do to make the world a better place for even one person. Every single person, yourself and everybody you know, knows somebody that's trans. Even if you think you don't, you do. And, you know, this is the nature. These are the laws of the universe. This is how life manifests itself. There's no judgment. There's no something being created wrong, you know? It's just that we're evolving as a species, and we're changing flavors all the time, you know? But trans people and intersex people have been with us forever. It is nature's way. It is natural. What's not natural is shoving people out of our awareness, out of our consciousness, and out of our society. That's not natural. Okay, holy shit. Alrighty. Maybe, here, hand me Socrates. Maybe we need Socrates to lighten things up at the end here. So, I'm going to ask the same thing I asked him last week. Hey, Socrates, no bullshit. Will we be getting paid our relief money this week?
Hell if I know.
Fuck off, Socrates. Okay, will we get several inches of snow tomorrow?
Shit. Are you fucking crazy?
Yes, but that's not the question. All right, he's dicking with me tonight, so I'm going to call it done. All right, you guys, hit that like button before you go if you haven't already, and share my stuff, because I'm only, what is it now, 43 subscribers from 1,000, and it's happening quickly. So thank you all for being subscribers and for showing up here every week. I will be doing a prayer circle this Saturday. Our internet was out and I couldn't do it last Saturday. So please go to Facebook Marketplace, go to the Goddess Prayer Beads tutorial, and there are links below it so you can go buy a kit. Do that. I'm going to have to relist the listings, because in Facebook Marketplace you put them up and then they just keep falling down the page until somebody searches them or you list them. So anyway, do that. I will see you on Friday for something. I don't know whether there will be a new deck here for me to unbox, or I will find another book to talk about, or I'll do fucking something. I don't know. I have some ideas. Anyway, I'll see you Saturday for a live stream, and then next Monday as well, and next Wednesday. So all that stuff. See you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You know I love you. This is the Zen Witch. Blessed be.